When using the curriculum, it may be helpful to know several things in advance of planning. The curricula from P to 8 have been designed with competencies, skills, and concepts in mind. By keeping this at the forefront while lesson planning, you will be able to be responsive to the specific learning needs of your students. The renewed curriculum is designed to support an inquiry-based approach that is driven by the natural curiosity of learners to question, explore, and make sense of their world. The purpose of this video is to show how the curriculum can be used to plan the explicit instruction and supports needed for learners during this approach. Each outcome will have an associated skill and concept. Each concept will have guiding questions which can be used to help frame your learning experiences. The indicators you see here are suggested ways that you can scaffold learning as it relates to the outcome. At the end of each indicator, you will find competencies. Though you will be able to design learning experiences that provide students with opportunities to develop any of the competencies, certain skills and concepts link more directly to the identified competencies. By planning in advance, you'll be able to set up learning opportunities that provide students experiences with the competencies, concepts, and skills. This is a great time to identify specific criteria you are looking for and what evidence of learning you or the students will collect for assessment. Let's take a look at how we might start doing that. Let's start with an outcome or an indicator. In this case, learners will investigate optical devices. From this indicator, we can see the skill learners will be working on is investigate, and the concept we have chosen to investigate are optical devices. We know that for this grade level, investigate means that students will need to ask and revise questions, locate details, organize and compare those details, identify relationships, and then communicate their findings. They will need explicit instruction on how to do these individual skill components. Some of your learners may need instruction on how to ask questions that will sustain inquiry, and others on how to revise questions to make them more complex. This is where you can model, set up opportunities to practice, and be responsive to the needs of your learners. To begin with this indicator, learners will need opportunities to ask and revise questions about optical devices. This is fairly broad and will require focusing in on specific elements to design effective learning opportunities. By using one of the suggested guiding questions or one of your own, we can see the overall focus for our class. Guiding questions are designed to be open-ended and broad so that the inquiry can be directed by learners' curiosity and individual interests. We will pose the guiding question, how are optical devices helpful, in order to frame the learning experiences and to provide context and activities that set the stage for the connections we want learners to make. One final consideration is to look at how the learning experiences would help students develop their communication, critical thinking, or any of the other competencies. With this particular guiding question, we can see a natural link to the personal and career development competency, which at this level identifies that learners should engage in opportunities to connect learning with personal and career development. When using the curriculum, planning is key. Knowing how the competencies, skills, and concepts align will hopefully help as you continue to design experiences for your learners. For more information, visit the curriculum website at curriculum.novascotia.ca.